Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Anya Light. I love you. It's good to be here. So, when I started my YouTube channel back in 2017, I had a lot of mixed up voices in my head. I was trying to look cool. If you go back to my earlier videos, you'll see I was stiff and I was nervous and awkward. God bless me. I was trying my best. And then I realized at a certain point in the journey, this YouTube channel is really only going to resonate with the people who are on a freedom path like I am. And one of the greatest points of freedom that I have is currently, I don't own a lot of stuff. My life is minimalistic. It's fantastic. There is a freedom. There is a way that you breathe deeper with less stuff. One of the things that I really like is I don't have a lot of clothes. But here's the funny thing, okay? When I restarted up posting regularly here on YouTube recently, I realized I still had some work to do, some healing work. And I realized that I thought in my head for a second, I'm going to have to get some more clothes, right? Because I'm posting videos all the time and people are going to see that I'm going to they're going to notice I'm repeating shirts pretty frequently, right? And then when I caught that thought in my head, I got to get some more clothes, I was like, oh, there's societal conditioning still stuck inside of me. Okay, good to know that that's still there. I'm going to dissolve that as quickly as possible. We have this societal norm that says that we should have 50 different shirts and 50 different hats and a closet, a giant walk-in closet full of clothes. And that somehow our status and worth is measured by how many, like sheer quantity, variety of clothes that we have. Crazy. It's crazy. What if I just owned, for example, 3 shirts? Now, I do have more than 3. But what if I did? And they were all just perfectly nice, perfectly pleasant shirts. What if I just had 3 and I rotated the 3? Would that make my content here less compelling? Would that mean that I don't have as many insights to share with you? That I've somehow failed in life? That I'm poor? No. And if you're here watching this, and this is also part of a playlist, Rebel and Revel, which we're walking together to discover that we can rebel against the most subtle of societal conditions. Hundreds of years ago, for example, it was considered sexy and attractive for a woman to have a lot of weight on her. Why? Because it was a sign that she was wealthy. She had enough money to overeat. She had enough money to overindulge, and she put the extra weight on, and that was like a visible symbol in society of like a status symbol, kind of like how a Corvette or whatever fancy car in today's society is a status symbol. Back in the day, it was considered attractive for a woman to have some extra meat on those bones because she had extra. In today's world, we have the idea that we need to have a giant closet full of clothes in order to be worthy, attractive, to have made it in the world. How funny. So I'm actually going to go out of my way not to get new clothes for a while. Even if there is this little part of me that's like, I wonder what people are going to think of me. Because I'm working to dissolve voices like that out of my existence. I don't want to walk around with those voices anymore. It's not fun. It's not fun to have those voices. Is it fun to walk around with those voices? No. It's so freeing not to have a lot of stuff. I gifted most of my possessions last year. Gifted them to friends, Goodwill. and it was glorious. I used to be like a normal person. I had a fairly good sized apartment full of stuff. Now I sleep every night on a blow up air mattress, and it is comfortable. And I only spent like $60 to buy it. What a fantastic thing. And it's portable, so I can leave and bring my bed with me very easily. And I'm not ashamed of that. This is actually a room that I bring my REIKI students and clients into. This is actually the healing room. And right over there, you can't really see it right now, but trust me, the blow-up bed is right there. And I just bring them in this room, and here we are. And then over here is a massage table, and they lay on that. I'm not trying to impress anybody. My goal is no longer to impress people. My goal is to be of service. So if you've tuned into this channel, it's likely that you are on a similar path. At a certain point, we just say, you know what, this whole trying to impress people thing is exhausting, and I'm over it. And then what? Then how do we live? We live with intention. We live minimally. We honor the fact that the world, Gaia, Mother Nature, is not infinite. Mother Gaia only has so many trees currently existing on her soil. And if we chop all those down to create a bunch of new stuff, we're screwing ourselves. Physical reality is not infinite. So, minimalistic lifestyle is fantastic because we don't consume, buy, hoard. We honor Mother Nature and say, I only need a couple things. When I first moved into this room, I had nothing on the walls. I had nothing. And then people started to give me things. This dream catcher was a gift from a friend. The Shiva was a gift from a friend. I actually did have this tapestry before. This blue tapestry is one of the few remaining things from my previous life before I went into the life of minimalism. That's a whole other story. If you keep following this channel, you'll probably hear me tell the story of that. But for the most part, I only really had that as decoration, this blue thing. Otherwise, the walls were bare. And it was try it. We don't need so much stuff. So as we continue together on this YouTube journey, this channel, you're going to see me repeating clothes on purpose. Because I don't need 50 billion shirts just to prove my worth and impress you. Because you love me just as I am, as I love you just as you are. And it's that simple. All right, love you. Take good care. See you in the next video very soon.